The importance of social media for small businesses. The topics I will be discussing is what is social media? Why is it important for small businesses? What are the pros and cons of social media? What apps are most used? And then I have some interviews. What is social media? A general description is it's a collective term for websites and applications, and it also allows people to share content and build a community around the world. Why is it important for small businesses? Some important reasons are it helps get their feet off the ground. Social media is the most powerful marketing tool of the 21st century. It provides a massive worldwide audience, and it also opens doors that commercials and newsletters can't in certain places. What are the pros and cons of social media? Some of the pros are it is more affordable and less stressful. It's easy to advertise. You can allow mobile applications and get easy customer feedback. Helps keeps your business relevant, and it also helps empower employees to become brand advocates. Some cons are you have to be consistent. It may be hard to keep up with certain trends. If a mistake is made, it can damage the company's rep, and it can also distract employees from their responsibilities. What apps are mostly used? The app that is most used and when it comes to businesses is Facebook, LinkedIn, and Instagram. And some of the more less used apps are Twitter and TikTok. Interviews. So I interviewed two people. The one on the left is my cousin Tyra. She has a party fave business, and the one on the left is my uncle Fion. He owns a comic book store called Black Star Collectibles. The first question I asked my cousin is, what thoughts on using social media for upcoming businesses? And this was her response.
My thoughts for using social media for upcoming businesses. I feel like social media is really, really helpful because that's where most people are, and that's where you can communicate with other people and um, get more information on how to make your business better.
The second question is, what platforms do you use the most when posting?
So I use Instagram for my business only, just because it's easier for me to access and it's easier for people to contact me.
The third question I asked her is, how do you use social media for your business?
So for my business, I use social media to post on how every event went. And I also use social media as one of the ways to contact me if you do want to book with me.
The first question I asked my uncle is, how did social media help you in the beginning of your business?
How did social media help me in the beginning stages of my business? It got the word out. I was able to post it and tell everybody about the business. I was able to reach people all across the globe from California all the way to Atlanta to even people in other countries. So social media helped me a lot with Twitter, with Instagram, and Twitter really blew us up because that's when everybody started sharing. So it got the word out.
The second question was, if you were to start over and create another business, would you use social media again?
If I were to start over, would I use social media again? It's no question. Social media is the best thing that could happen to small businesses. Through social media, you can make your own commercial. Through social media, you could do events, you could promote events, you could promote your store in the best way possible with social media. No question, I will use social media again.
And lastly, the question was, which platform did you use the most when posting?
What platforms do I use the most and why? I would say Instagram and Facebook. And I'm just comfortable with Instagram. I've been using it for a long time and I'm just comfortable with the mechanics. And same thing with Facebook. I'm more familiar with them. So I know the different settings and the different types of way to promote with the stories and the reels. So it would be Instagram and Facebook. A little bit of TikTok and a little bit of Twitter and every now and then YouTube. I really don't do Snapchat Snapchat is pretty much for like teenagers. It's not really for the adults that wants to spend money. So my in my order, it would be Instagram number one, Facebook number two, Twitter number three, TikTok number four, and YouTube number five.
Okay. The topics I've discussed is what is social media? Why is it important? We discussed the pros and cons, the apps that are most used, and we listened to some interviews. In this day and age where technology has such a massive influence in society, it doesn't come as a surprise that something like social media is so present in so many small businesses. Social media has its pros and cons, and each of those are highlighted even more when it is used in a workplace. Depending on who is asked, there can be many different answers to whether the pros of social media in a small business outweigh the cons. Still, it is undeniable that social media has an important role in the livelihood of small businesses. And thank you.